Welcome all of you to the new chapter and very important chapter, heterocyclic compounds. In this chapter we are going to see about the first molecular orbital structure of the furan or oxole. In furan the 4 carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized and one hydrogen atom can overlap with this carbon atom. These sp2 hybrid orbital overlap with each other, means carbon-carbon overlapping is also there. Carbon overlaps with the oxygen atom and carbon also overlaps with the hydrogen atom to form the sigma bonds by direct mixing of the atomic orbitals. The sp2 orbital of the oxygen is completely filled. The electrons residing in this orbital makes up one of the two lone pairs electrons of the oxygen atom. Means oxygen atom carries the two lone pair and two bond pair. These two bond pairs combines with the neighboring two carbon atoms to form the sp2 overlap. Each carbon atoms and the oxygen atom possesses an unhybridized p orbital. Means each carbon atom, means 4 carbon atom possesses one unhybridized pz orbital and one lone pair from the oxygen atom. These are perpendicular to the plane containing the bond. The p orbitals on the carbon containing one electron each and p orbital on the oxygen atom contains other lone pair of electron forming the 6 electrons. The lateral overlap of the p orbital produces a n molecular orbital containing the 6 electrons. The furan shows the aromatic properties because the resulting molecular orbital like pyrrole also satisfies the Huckel rule, that is 4n plus 2 is equal to 6. As like furan, the pyrrole and thiophene also satisfies the Huckel rule. Here we can see the electronic configuration of the carbon atom. The atomic number of the carbon is 6. That's why its electronic configuration becomes 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. In this 2s orbital there are two electrons, one is revolving clockwise, another is anti-clockwise. In this 2p orbital there are only two electrons and one orbital is vacant orbital. So this vacant orbital gets filled in excited state after promotion of one of the electron from the 2s. That is 2s, one of the electron from 2s orbital is promoted to the vacant 2p z orbital. That's why in excited state we can see that there are the 4 unpaired electrons. Out of these 4 unpaired electrons, one s orbital and 2p orbital gets hybridized to form the sp2 hybridization. This is one s orbital containing one electron, 2p orbital containing the 2 electron forming the sp2 hybridization, and one orbital is, that is pz orbital remains unhybridized, means it cannot take part in the hybridization. Here we can see the trigonal planar structure of the sp2 hybridized orbital of the carbon atom, and this pz orbital is looking like this. This is the pz orbital looking like this, that is called the unhybridized pz orbital. This here we can see the overlapping of the carbon atom with the other atoms. First of all we will see from first carbon atom. This is the first carbon atom. This first carbon atom carries the 3 sp2 hybrid orbital. Out of this 3 sp2 hybrid orbital, first orbital overlaps with this oxygen atom because oxygen carries the 2 unpaired electron. Out of this, first carbon atom overlaps with this oxygen atom and gets sp2 overlapping and form the sigma bond. This another orbital overlaps with this hydrogen atom to form the sp2s overlapping. The first carbon atom again overlaps with this carbon number second, that will forming the sp2 overlapping, also form its sigma bond. This carbon number second overlaps with neighboring two carbon atom by sp2 overlapping, and the third orbital gets overlaps with the hydrogen atom. The third carbon atom is overlaps like that of second carbon atom, means this third carbon atoms overlap with 2 sp2 hybrid orbital with neighboring 2 carbon atoms, and the third orbital overlaps with this hydrogen atom. This carbon number 4 overlaps same as like that of the carbon number 1, means one orbital overlaps with oxygen atom, second orbital overlaps with this carbon atom, and third orbital overlaps with this hydrogen atom. The overlapping of carbon number 1 and this carbon number 4 is same. The overlapping of carbon number 2 and carbon number 4 is same, means this carbon number 1 overlaps with 3 different atoms. first with hydrogen atom, second with the carbon number 2, and third with the oxygen atom. This carbon number 4 also behaves like this carbon number first, means 3 orbitals overlaps with these 3 atoms, means one with oxygen, second with hydrogen, third with this carbon number 3. This is the sigma bond formation after mixing of these orbitals. These are the total 9 sigma bonds are formed. This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and this is the 9th sigma bond. The second diagram we can see that, as I already said, that each carbon atom carries one unhybridized pz orbital which is perpendicular to the plane of the sigma bond. This is the unhybridized p orbital. This overlaps sidewise with the another carbon atom unhybridized p orbital, forming the pi bond. During formation of the pi bond there is a sidewise overlapping. That's why here is also one electron is present. This electron overlaps with this carbon atom single electron and forming the pi bond. This electron forming the pi bond with this single electron. This is the sidewise overlapping. This 4 carbon atom carries the 4 unpaired electron, and this oxygen atom carries the 2 electrons. When in total it contains the 6 electron, which satisfies the Huckel rule of aromaticity. The half of the electron cloud revolves on upper side and half of the electron cloud revolves on the lower side. The resonance structure of the furon, we can see the resonance structure of the furon. This lone pair contains the one positive charge and one negative charge. After breaking of this bond, here is formation of the positive charge. This positive and this negative charge, there is formation of the one double bond. One positive and negative charge combines to form the new bond. Here is remains one negative charge. This negative charge, again after breaking of this bond, here we will get the positive charge. This positive and this negative gets combined, formation of the again this new bond, and here remaining one is the negative charge. This negative charge and oxygen carries positive charge, means there is again formation of this double bond. After breaking of this bond, there is again formation of positive charge on the oxygen atom and producing the negative charge on the 2 number position. This 2 number position negative charge also break this bond, means it carries the positive charge. This positive and this negative, there is formation of again double bond here. So these are the resonance structure of the furon. It will form negative charge as carbon number 2 and 4. That's why electrophilic substitution reactions takes place at carbon number 2 or carbon number 4. The molecular orbital structure of the pyrrole. In pyrrole, the nitrogen atom and the 4 carbon atoms are sp2 hybridized. The sp2 hybrid orbital overlaps with each other and with the s atomic orbital of the 5 hydrogen atoms, forming the carbon-carbon single bond, carbon-nitrogen single bond, carbon-hydrogen single bond, and nitrogen and hydrogen single bond, as shown in the following figure. The point number 2 shows that all the bonds lie in one plane. Also, each carbon atom and the nitrogen atom possesses an unhybridized p atomic orbital, and these are perpendicular to the plane of the bonds. The p orbital on the carbon atom contains 1 electron, which is unhybridized each, and p orbital on nitrogen atom containing the 2 lone pair of electrons, and there is lateral overlapping forming the pi bond. Here we can see that this is the first carbon atom that overlaps as like that of the furon. First orbital overlaps with this nitrogen atom, forming sp2 overlapping. Second orbital overlaps with this hydrogen atom, forming the sp2s overlapping. The third orbital overlaps with this carbon number 2. This carbon number 2 also carries the 3 sp2 hybrid orbital. This is the first, this one is the second, this one is the third hybrid orbital. This second carbon atom overlaps with neighboring 2 carbon atom, means carbon number 1 and carbon number 2, and remaining third sp2 hybrid orbital overlaps with this hydrogen atom, forming the sp2s overlapping. The carbon number 3 behaves like that of the carbon number 2, means out of this 3 sp2 hybrid orbital, it combines with neighboring 2 carbon atoms, forming the sp2 overlapping, and third orbital overlaps with this hydrogen atom, forming the sp2s overlapping. This carbon number 4 behaves as like that of the carbon number 1, means one orbital overlaps with this hydrogen atom, second orbital overlaps with this carbon number 3, and third orbital overlaps with this nitrogen atom, and nitrogen carries one lone pair which is outside, means there is again nitrogen atom overlaps with this hydrogen atom forming the sp2s overlapping. This here we can see that these are all the sigma bond formation, and here total one extra NH bond is there, that's why total 10 sigma bond is present in this structure. We have already said that each carbon atom carries the one unhybridized p orbital which is perpendicular to the plane of the sigma bond. These 4 carbon atoms overlap sidewise. This orbital overlaps with this one, formation of the pi bond. This orbital overlaps with this one, there is formation of the pi bond. Means there are 2 pi bonds and 10 sigma bond is present in the pyrrole. And in case of aromaticity, the 4 carbon atoms combines with this lone pair of electron of the nitrogen atom forming the 6 electron. Out of this 6 electron cloud, half of the electron cloud revolves above the plane and half of the electron cloud revolves below the plane. These are the resonance structure of the pyrrole. This lone pair carries one negative charge and one positive charge. This negative charge, after breaking of this bond, here is generation of the positive charge. This positive and this negative gets combined to form the new bond formation. Here is leaving one negative charge. This negative charge, after breaking of this bond, combines with this positive charge. This positive and negative gets new bond formation, and here is the remaining one is a negative charge. This negative charge and nitrogen carries the positive charge, means there is formation of the again double bond here. After breaking of this bond, again nitrogen carries a positive charge, and here is a negative charge. This negative charge again break this bond, and here is generation of the positive charge. This positive and this negative charge, there is formation of the new bond, and here is one negative charge. Here we can see that the negative charge is present more on the carbon number 2 or carbon number 4. Here is position 2 and here one is the position 4. The molecular orbital structure of thiophene is same like that of the furan. The only difference is that in furan there is oxygen atom is present, in thiophene there is a sulfur atom is present, which are present in the same group in the periodic table. Then we will see about the resonance structure of the thiophene. This resonance structure is same as like that of the furan. The molecular orbital structure of the pyridine. In pyridine, all ring atoms, means 5 carbon atom and 1 nitrogen atom is present, which are sp2 hybridized. The 2 sp2 hybrid orbital on each carbon atom overlaps with each other to form the carbon-carbon and carbon-nitrogen sigma bond. The third sp2 hybrid orbital on each carbon atom overlaps with an s orbital of the hydrogen atom to form the ch sigma bond. Means all the 5 carbon atoms compulsory to overlaps with the hydrogen atom to form the ch sigma bond. The third sp2 hybrid orbital on the nitrogen atom occupied by the nitrogen lone pair of electrons, which is present outside the ring. For the purpose of basicity, we are using this lone pair. The fourth point, all sigma bonds in the pyridine lie in one plane and all the bond angles are approximately 120 degree. Also, each ring atom in the pyridine possesses an unhybridized p orbital on each carbon atom, and this perpendicular to the plane containing the sigma bond. The lateral overlap of this p orbital produces a delocalized molecular orbital containing the 6 electrons. The one half of this n molecular orbital lies above and other half lies below the plane of the pyridine. Shows some aromatic properties and having the Haeckel rule 4n plus 2 is equal to 6. This is the molecular orbital of the picture as like that of the earlier compound. This is the carbon number 1. This carbon number 1 overlapping and this carbon number 5 overlapping is same as 3 sp2 hybrid orbital overlaps with 3 different atoms. The first is with nitrogen atom, second with hydrogen atom, and third with the carbon number second. This carbon number second, third, fourth overlapping are same. The carbon number, this is second, third and fourth having the same overlapping pattern. Out of these 3 sp2 hybrid orbital, they overlaps with neighboring 2 carbon atom and another remaining hybrid orbital overlaps with this hydrogen atom. And this fifth carbon atom overlapping is same as like that of the carbon number 1, means 3 orbital overlaps with the 3 different atoms. First with the hydrogen atom, second with the nitrogen atom, and third with the carbon number 4. This is the sigma bond formation. Here we can see that how many sigma bonds are present: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 sigma bond is present in the pyridine ring. This all carbon atoms, means 5 carbon atom, carries one unhybridized p orbital which is perpendicular to the plane of the ring. Also nitrogen atom carries unhybridized p orbital. This 6 electron combines together to form the 4n plus 2 is equal to 6 electron cloud. Out of this, half electron cloud is above the ring and half electron cloud is below the plane of the ring. These are the resonance structure of the pyridine. As we know that pyridine gives both types of the reaction, that is electrophilic plus nucleophilic reactions. First of all, we will see the first resonance structure of the pyridine. Here we can see that here is one carbon atom is present and here is a nitrogen atom. When we compare the electronegativity as compared to carbon, the nitrogen atom is more electronegative. That's why pi electron attracted towards this nitrogen atom. That's why nitrogen carries the negative charge and this carbon atom carries the positive charge. When this bond is broken, then there is formation of the positive charge. This positive and this negative charge, there is formation of the one bond or new bond. This negative charge, after breaking up this bond, here is formation of the positive charge. This positive and this negative charge combines together to form the new bond formation. Here is again negative charge is present. This negative charge combines with first formed positive charge. There is formation of the again new bond formation. Likewise, there are 3 pi bonds in the pyridine. The electrophile attacks on the carbon number 3, means position 3, 1, 2, 3, because here is generation of the negative charge, or at number 5 position. So the all electrophilic substitution reactions happen on carbon number 3 or carbon number 5, and all electropositive or all electronegative or nucleophiles attacks on the carbon number 2 or carbon number 5. This is the carbon number 2, this is the carbon number 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 means nucleophilic substitution reactions attacks on carbon number 2 or carbon number 6. The general mechanism of electrophilic substitution reactions of the furan, pyrrole and the thiophene. Pyrrole undergoes the electrophilic substitution reaction at carbon number 2 because there is a formation of the negative charge. This is understandable if we examine the 3 intermediates obtained structure as if the electrophile attacks on the carbon number 2. If the electrophile attacks on the carbon number 2, there is formation of the 3 intermediate structure. Here we can see that the 3 intermediate structure. After breaking up this bond, there is formation of the negative charge. This negative charge and electrophile carries the positive charge. There is a formation of the new bond between the electrophile and the ring carbon atom. Here is remaining one is a positive charge. This positive charge combines with this negative charge. There is formation of the new bond. Here is leaving the positive charge. This positive charge combines with this negative charge of the lone pair. Here is formation of the double bond, and this heteroatom carries the positive charge. After aromatization, this negative charge is here. This bond is broken here. This negative charge and this positive charge. This bond again broken down and it gets the negative charge. Means this negative charge and this positive charge lone pair is generated as earlier. If the electrophile ion attacks on the carbon number this position at position number 3, then there is a less number of intermediates are formed, that is only 2. That's why electrophile will always attacks on the carbon number 2. The electrophilic substitution reaction, the pyridine is considered the electrophilic substitution reaction of the pyridine. Pyridine is considered as less reactive than benzene toward the electrophilic substitution reaction. This is so as the nitrogen atom in the pyridine, because of its electronegativity, lower the electron density around the ring carbon atom. Means as nitrogen atom is more electronegative than carbon, that's why all electron cloud is shifted towards this nitrogen atom. The second point is that the usual electrophiles can coordinate with the lone pair of the electrons on the nitrogen atom to form the pyridinium salt. The pyridine, however, does not undergo the electrophilic substitution reaction when extremely vigorous conditions are used. The substitution occurs almost exclusively at carbon number 3 or position 3, or sometimes If position 3 is blocked, then the electrophile will attack on the carbon number 5 or carbon number 5 position or position 5. This can be understood if they follow the guide of the examining the internal cation. This is the general electrophilic substitution reactions of the electrophiles of the pyridine. Here, after breaking of this bond, there is formation of the negative charge. This negative charge and electrophile carries the positive charge. There is formation of the new bond, and here is a one positive charge is there. After breaking of this bond, nitrogen carries negative charge. This negative and this positive, there is formation of the one new bond as double bond. This positive charge also broke this bond. There is formation of the negative charge. This negative and this positive combines to form the new bond. Here is leaving only one positive charge. This positive charge, after removal of H plus, it carries the negative charge. This negative and this positive charge, there is formation of a new bond formation. This is the general electrophilic substitution reactions of the pyridine. So on pyridine, C3 position is more favorable. IZ carries the negative charge. Or other position is this position as 5. This is all about the heterocyclic compounds. Here we can see that heterocyclic compounds contain the three parts. This is the first part, this is the general part, then heterocyclic compound part first is there, heterocyclic compounds part second is also there. So for looking all these three chapters of heterocyclic compounds, we have to subscribe the channel and like the channels and give the comments for that.